We're about 2 miles from the Pacific Ocean as we come to you from Riviera Country Club for this episode of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. With Frank Navalo up here in the tower, I'm Rich Lerner, and Frank, Riviera is undoubtedly special. From the Hollywood vibe to the history that Hogan made here, there are a few places that can match Riviera.
It's just a straight-out great golf course. George Thomas, the great designer, did a phenomenal job here. It's hard to criticise a single hole on this golf course, and you referenced Hogan. This is one of the many places that is called Hogan's Alley. And yet the little quirk of fate at Riviera is neither Nicklaus or Woods ever won around here.
And he should like that one. He'll have an excellent chance to go for this first green in 2. Driving it straight, a big part of playing this golf course well, and that's a good start there in the fairway at the first. And that is safely on the left side of the fairway. A fine start here to his round. Yeah, this is going to work just fine. That fairway runs out fairly quickly, but this is right where you want to be. Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it. Hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip.
This could be a good one. That is so well done. On in 2 on this opening hole. Frank had a good chance here for, at a minimum, a birdie to start the round.
Not often you start on a par 5, and not often you reach the green in 2 or have an eagle putt.
Be pleased with that one. On in 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. Definitely within range of getting home in 2. This, his second. Almost a great shot. Just missed it a fraction to the right of this green here at the par 5.
Yeah, but a chip and a putt. Still make 4.
Great opportunity right here. 10 feet for eagle. Oh, boy, gotta hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. A very good spot to putt from here. This for an eagle. Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
Coming off the eagle, this for birdie.
Ah, yes, very well read. To 1 under now for the day.
A dead-on look here for birdie.
Yes, well done to get it in close, and then that finished off for a birdie here at the par 5.
From 4 feet for birdie.
Okay, good work from off the green, and that's how you walk away with a birdie here at the par 5. Next up, the number 1 handicap holder, Riviera, the 471-yard par 4 second, playing into the prevailing ocean breeze, making it play that much longer. Par is a very good score here. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Yeah, that's a good tee shot right there. Got a little extra run out. That's where you want to be. That'll wind up on the right side of the fairway. Nothing wrong with that. Well, going to be a lengthy putt for birdie, but on a long approach like that, anything on the green is a welcome sight. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Well, going to be a lengthy putt for birdie, but on a long approach like that, anything on the green is a welcome sight. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been. Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short.
Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And I think this is a very makeable putt. Even from this distance, there's not a lot to see here.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just like run to the next tee.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, just the one drop shot, as that's in for a bogey. That, so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it.
Even par early on.
Disappointment there. That will brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Moving now to the 434-yard par 4 third at Riviera. Best way to attack here is to carry that fairway bunker on the left to set up a good angle on your approach. Oh, and it's a narrow fairway here at 3, but that'll be in a great spot. And this a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. This starting toward the right side.
That's a good tee shot down the right side. That flag's a little tight on the right, so you might have to have a little think about this one.
So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
139 is the number. Pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Working from the rough, here's his second at 3.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
Right side of the fairway here for this, his second.
A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but still makeable if you hit a good one.
Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second. Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par.
Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
13 feet away. That one just going to sneak on by. Might have overread it just a bit, and it stayed out wide left of the hole.
This a little under 10 feet for birdie.
Now, that's a good opportunity unfulfilled. To 1 over par early on in this round. That's so nearly a birdie, but Par is all he'll have to show for it. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
That's 1 under on the day. Well, this is just a great par 3, 236 yards, the 4th hole. And as they like to say on tour, you can't fake this one. This will take your best shot, and you'd be happy with a 3 here. One giant bunker on this 4th hole, and this tee shot's going to nestle down in there. And that one gets a nice kick, and it will hop onto this 4th green. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Safely out of the bunker, but still a little bit of work left. I think you'd like to see that a little closer. Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet, not too bad. Second shot now, here at the par 3.
I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
This is a 13-footer. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Okay, no problem with that. Up next, Riviera's 434-yard par 4 fifth. A lot to worry about here. Canyon wall and OB on the right, trees down the left, and of course, the iconic grass mound, which cuts into the fairway short of the green. this one started up the right side. And that is not where you want to be. That's up on the hill right of this fifth fairway. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Nice drive right down the middle. Another good drive down the right side of the fairway. If you look at the screen up ahead with that flag cut middle left, this is certainly one you can have a go at.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
144 left to the hole. Ball sitting down. Needs to get a little bit steep to dig it out.
And this ball not quite going to be a GIR. It'll come to rest on the fringe. Nicely in the fairway here, Frank, but this is steeply downhill to the green.
That was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and jack. Well played.
This one's sitting up perfectly in the fairway. Only a 135-yard shot.
And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
Couldn't ask for anything better. Split the fairway, and now I'll have a go at this second shot. Oh, it doesn't hurt to leave it short when you do that. Well done. That is a birdie from off the green. Nope. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. If only they could all be that short. Very well played there, and it results in an easy birdie. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. You don't see this too often, do you? A bunker cut directly into the green. And usually bunkers are front or guarding the right or left side. This one's smack in the center. It is one of the most unusual holes in all of golf. 169 yards, the par 3/6 here at Riviera. Okay, that's safely aboard, and it would appear that this is going to be a straightforward putt with no interference from that bunker, thank goodness. Okay, that'll come to rest on the front portion of the green, and now a fairly long look coming up for birdie. A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. That is an excellent lag putt right there. Had the speed perfectly. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. A look here at birdie.
And this certainly would be a bonus if it goes in. You just need to make sure you get it there and give yourself a chance. Never up, never in.
What a stroke there, and a most unexpected birdie. Didn't trust the read there, and that's going to cost him. Disappointment there. That'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. One over for the day. Moving on to the 7th 408-yard par 4 with a massive bunker running down the left side and a barranca down the right. Fairway narrows considerably at the 270-yard mark, so accuracy off the tee, critical. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. And that one's going to hit hard. Get a little bit of run out, and that is going to wind up just fine.
You could risk driving, but why? Just hit 3-wood down there, leave a nice yardage, knock it on the green, maybe make birdie.
one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Now Nota, his second from the fairway.
Under 46 yards left to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
So from right around the middle of the fairway, this is second.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range. It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
So this is second now, trying to get this out cleanly. Nah, coming out of the bunker, just couldn't get enough club head on the ball and comes up well short.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
17-foot putt here. Oh, well done there. He held his line well that time. He gets it to drop for par. Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie that pushed that score to 3 under for the round. Okay, he'll finish that off from a couple of feet away, and that is a birdie. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. The surprises don't stop here on Riviera's front side as we come to the 433-yard par 4-8. One of course designer George C. Thomas's all-time favorites. A split fairway is the unique feature here. Like many holes, this one forces you to really have a strategy.
That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle. Yeah, playing for this right side fairway, and that is right where you want to be. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. No, that is going to wind up in neither of the two fairways. It's into the rough in between the two. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
152 yards left for him. Hole cut right in the middle.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Pretty good angle here, getting set for his second shot just on the right side of that fairway. It'll take some effort from this buried lie, but a chance now to still reach this green in two. Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par.
Good soft hands. That is nicely done. That's just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
Got it there, but not quite on target. "12 feet still to go." Yep, good par save right there. He knew that came back to his left, and he put it on a perfect line. Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Two over for the day.
brings that up in the hole. On to Riviera's ninth now at 458 yards. You get a look at the beautiful clubhouse in the distance, but don't let your mind wander from the task at hand. This is no easy hole. Bunkers line the fairway on both sides, and 3 more greet you up near this elevated green. That one up the right side. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. And he knows here on a short par 4, better to be left with a full iron than something in between, so smart decision to go with the 3-wood there. Just what you want to do. Land it in the fairway, get a little bit of rollout, and that is a good shot. So from the rough, his second at 9.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
147 to the hole. The pin is in the front right part of the green.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. That one just going to sneak on by.
perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th, and that's going to be a 1-over score of 36 on this outward 9. Tap in there for par at the 9th, and that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th, and that is going to finish off a 3-under front side as they go out in 32. Okay, so it's a bogey for him here at the 9th, and that will mean it's a 34 on the front side, 1 under par. Up next, the 315-yard par 4 10th. This may be the most beloved hole at Riviera, short par 4 that offers so many options. Certainly drivable, but only a perfect drive will hold this green, and the miss right will usually result in a bogey or worse.